Step 1, wake up early, gonna rise with the sun. Step 2, get some food in you. Step 3, think real hard about what you want to be. Step 4, everybody just do your thing. Wake up.
Just a quick disclaimer, guys. I am not an expert builder. You will watch me struggle. You will watch me do it wrong. Enjoy the show. Alright, so I'm measuring out the top perimeter of my bed. I'm going to go by the smallest cut, which is 4 feet, and match the other ones to it because I need 4 of them. About that size. So guys, this measurement's because I'm working with old wood. One is about 4.5 feet or 5 feet, and the other one's about 4 feet. And I did, 2 longs and 2 and 2 that matched. So they would be equal on the sides across from each other. Just measuring them out, cutting them, because this is going to be basically the perimeter top of my bed. So I got the perimeter cut. Remember guys, this wood has been taken and given to me from different places, and it's been under my deck. So it's old, it's rotting, it's what I got and I'm using it. So I'm trying to match up just those ends and get them drilled together to make the perimeter. I just used some exterior screws. Screw them together. You can see me struggle here. I'm sure you all have so many suggestions for easier and better ways to make things level, make the corners fit together, but I just use what I have, and that includes my knowledge and experience, which when it comes to building things is slightly limited. So yes, I just got my bed here together. As you can see, those two, the side I'm kneeling on is a little bit shorter than the 2 other sides, but it's still squared off as best as I can get it with that old wood. Now I have it moved down in place, and what I did was I take some posts these are scrap pieces, and I'm just gonna pound them into the ground. Those corner pieces, I want them poked in to the ground to hold the bed in place basically. So I took the sledgehammer, hammered those in the corners. Now this one, you can see while I'm hammering it in, the old wood comes apart in the frame and I have to re-screw it together eventually. That's a big pain in the butt. Again, I'm sure there's easier ways to do this, but I want as little digging as possible because it's already hard enough to do all the moving up and down this hill. I'm not trying to dig into it. I just want to create the bed to hold the soil to grow into. So that top edge is going to be as tall as it gets. So you can see it came undone, my frame there. I'm going to have to re-screw that. Struggles. Alright, so here's where I'm going to drill it back. I think I actually drilled it to the post I nailed into the ground because that wood on the end was not accepting the screws. So I just drilled it into the post in the ground, which works because that top post that's uphill more, I kept that shorter. It's easier that way. So I'm fixing that. You ever hear that phrase, work smarter, not harder? It doesn't really apply to me here. I definitely worked hard on these. They're not the smartest, but again, I use what I got. These beds are pretty free, minus the screws and my labor. So here I used a piece of wood to just lift it up and try and see how far from level it was, which it was pretty far. But those top ones I just got screwed in because those are going to be what they are. You can see my little blue level I had on there, trying to knock them in and get it a little bit more level across that top piece. Wasn't necessarily working about the bottom pieces as much. So then I'm gonna hammer in my stakes for the bottom 2. Scrap wood, so again it doesn't match, but I got that one in pretty far because it was a smaller cut of wood, so that helped. And here you see I'm using the blue level and my knee to hold it up and screw it into that support post. Is hammered in the ground. It's kind of like how I did the top 2, but somehow they came out better. Again, that corner keeps giving me trouble because the wood is a little bit rotten. Not too rotten to hold soil this season. it is looking decent from this angle for now. But I still got work to do.
It's not pretty. I need to cut these off. But I'm gonna put some cardboard in the bottom. Gotta rip this. There's a lot of pokeweed that likes to grow right here, and I don't want pokeweed in my bed. So we gonna cover it. I'm gonna start putting other things in there, but just start with the cardboard. I cut this stuff down from my front yard. It needs to be cut for the new stuff to grow nice. And then next, I'm gonna try and get my compost down here. So I have this compost bin that I worked on all last summer. We're gonna try and dump it in here. I don't even know what it's gonna look like inside. Definitely got a lot of eggshells and stuff. I'll do one. A lot of eggshells. Whoa! Of course, it all comes flying out when I don't want it to. The acorns and the eggshells are definitely things that didn't break down as much. Like, I probably had too many of them. But I really would like to start fresh this summer, so see if I can dump the rest of these on here somehow. Alright, pretty empty. Now I gotta find something to put on top of this before I can get my dirt. This was given to me. Let me point you guys at it so you can see what I'm talking about. It was one of my neighbors. I don't know if they bought it, and left it when they moved or what, and then my other neighbor had it. She moved in and they didn't use it, so she gave it to me, and I've been officially using it for 1 year now. It definitely needs to be pushed back together a little bit here, maybe. Now that I have it empty, I'm trying to do that. Ooh, fix that one. Is this one all good? Well, that was satisfying, fixing that. Alright, so yes, I'll link this. It was gifted to me, but I'm sure you guys could buy one. It's Miracle Grow. I'm gonna put it down here for now. But I decided some of my bins inside my house with the old dirt I'm gonna put on top. Just because I don't want all this stuff blowing away before I get the other dirt to put on top. So we're just gonna dump the old dirt. I'll put more new dirt on top. And I'm out of breath. Don't mind my trash bin. These help me have to not put as much dirt in there. And they work well. That looks a lot better than all those eggshells and pieces of paper until I can get that other dirt. Better dirt and compost to this. But for now, this will do the job. These really aren't meant to look pretty. They're just meant to hold dirt on my hill. Let me garden in them. Not meant for lasting or anything fancy. I won't be winning any awards, but it works. Guys, I have had a hard time setting it up to let you see what I'm doing, but I basically made a frame. These, I believe, are 4x4. This is a 4x4 bed here, and I just screwed it together in a frame, and then I've been staking in these. I'm gonna get 2 more to stake in, and then I will level the bed as best I can as I screw it to the stakes. So today I'm gonna quit, but tomorrow I will add the 2 other stakes and then lift it up and level it, and then I will screw on the sideboards like I did here. I do them vertical on the side and horizontal across that front where the heavier load is coming from the dirt. So that's what I'm working on. These are my 2 new beds. You can see my other 2. I fixed up that guy, and hopefully I'll make a cute path through here. I need to get some more mulch, but that is the plan, and it's coming together. And then I gotta get my dirt. All right, I put some old dirt in here to cover up the stuff, but here it is, the beginnings of one of these beds that I've been putting together as old pallets. All right, y'all, we're gonna work on this. First thing I did was make the frame, and then I have my 4 posts that I'm putting in. Where's my sledge? I'm gonna add 2 more in, then I'm gonna try and level it as best I can, and we get it. So I'm hoping there's not too many roots here where I want to hammer in my next post.
Y'all, I know there's a way I could have made this more level. Digging, maybe. I don't know. But, like I said, the lazy man works twice as hard, maybe. This bed is my last one I made, and it's probably the worst. I thought things were supposed to get better the more times you do it. I used the buckets to level this time because they would be the same on each side almost, which was a pretty cool idea. And I screwed in that one first because that was the highest I could make that, because that's the bottom and that post was pretty short. So I leveled there. You see my blue level, leveling it out, screwing the perimeter boards to the post boards. Sorry for all the butt shots. But yes, so hope you're enjoying the struggle so far. These beds are going to grow some food and flowers, and they'll be awesome.
Oh, this ain't pretty. This is not even. Sort of level. It's going to do the job. Now I got to get my inside boards and my back boards and cut them. Alright. Nope. These are not long enough. So I measure how tall I need to make it, dig it down the dirt a little, mark it. That's number 1. Ugh. Measure. Mark. 2.
My saw is up the hill closer to the house plugged in, otherwise I might measure and cut right here, but I have to take the boards up the hill to measure them. So I measure a bunch and then cut and then come back and measure some more.
And I gotta find some boards long enough for the back. Bring that down here to measure. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Now we're gonna go cut. So I measured these, and now I'm gonna cut them all on the line I measured them on. I have a jigsaw here. It's just the easiest one for me to use. These are the ones that are cut to fit. These need to get remeasured again. And then one of these is going to get taken down and measured. So, I'll meet you down there. Oop, there's a hole. Alright, this one I'm going to measure. Here are my, let's see. Lovely. Okay. That's 4. 3. 2. 1. 1. 2.
So you can see here, I'm just placing the boards in that row. I measure them and I'm going to screw them into that top perimeter board there. I drill all these in before I go and measure and cut the rest, just so they don't get all confused and mixed up. And then I can line up the other ones better.
Alright, so now I can measure that. And do, I don't know, maybe 3 of these. So that's measured. And I'll measure these up. And again, I'm going to start 1.
So, measuring out some more boards, screwing in. Then I brought down the backboards there that I measured. We got 3 of those and more sideboards. I'm just adding those. Next you'll see me screw in those sideboards. I just do that screw in the top and I try and dig the bottom of it down into the dirt. And then the dirt just will hold, when I fill it, will hold those boards mostly into place. It's not meant to last forever, again, y'all. I just want to grow with it now. Here I am. I learned I need to start putting these backboards up in the top. I need to screw the top one down because I might need to dig a little to get that bottom one to sit flush to the ground. So don't start screwing the bottom one and then go up. Start at the top and go down when you're building the bed in the manner that I am. It definitely works out better. So, and it was tricky to do this by myself. One of my neighbors, Annie, thank you, shout out to you, came over and helped me when I kept missing the backboard and held it for me for the other bed, so that was super helpful. Oh, and there's some little feet from my other little neighbor that likes to come help me out. So yes, just screwing it all together, lots of drilling. I had to stop and let that drill charge a few times too. That's another reason it took me a few days, because this chargeable drill only holds its charge for so long sometimes. And here you can see me better measuring the other side. See how I stack them next to each other? Because it changed because of the hill below. Just line them up, measure them, and then I'm going to cut these and set them to fit.
So here it is. Got the boards all up. A little cardboard in there and some sticks to weigh it down until I can get dirt tomorrow. So here we are. 2 new beds. Fixed the wattle. 2 old beds. Looking good. Got all my buckets emptied, my bins. Put them in the bottom of the new beds so I can put the good dirt on the top and then fill these guys with good dirt too. You have to wait, Bogey. I don't have to carry this up the hill. There's like little bits of mushroom in here. Cool. Two and a half wheelbarrow fulls for that guy. I'm gonna do that next bed. Bed number 1. This might get pumpkins and squash, potatoes, and maybe green beans. I can see if they do good together. This guy's getting flowers, more flowers. I don't know what's going in here yet. Definitely some cucumbers. I don't know yet. Here's one. I'm gonna add some to the top of this guy. Got all these guys full. Last bit there. And those 2 lazy dogs. Check it out, the mushroom. Looks like you know what.